Hey everybody, I'm back. I had like a long night, but a fun night. Uh, Yesterday at like a networking event, but my social battery and introvertness was really tested, man. But irregardless, I'm back. So I'm gonna be trying to wrap up, watching all the cutscenes from Marvel vs. Capcom, not Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. After that, what I want to do is start watching all the cutscenes of Final Fantasy 15. After my video going over all which I highly recommend you guys check out my YouTube channel, and follow me in the links in the description below, by the way. I made a video a while back, like at least a couple of weeks ago, going over all like the, video game trailers that, or at least, how I word this. Going over all the video game trailers that, met the expectations when the pretty much promised what was shown when the game finally came out. And in my opinion, Final Fantasy 15 really was one of the biggest ones, in my opinion, that met expectations. It gives us exactly what it was promised, or what was promising. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up and go ahead and watch the rest of this.
I am told that aim only.
Oh, and I do want to apologize. The last time for like the part 2, I was going in and out of sleep. I had like a lot to do that day, and I thought I could, get through it. But I apologize for that, by the way. So, but I'm more alert now.
Worship science, but if any of you believe in the goddess, now would be the time to start praying. My fury will rain down upon you.
Looks like aim is turning up the heat. Watch your feathers, folks.
Let's get
Ice barrage.
Area secured, and we couldn't have done it without you, Aurora.
That's part of a Quinjet. Good thing the Winter Soldier was built tough.
That means he's still out here somewhere. We need to keep searching.
Aim will not dishonor this sacred land. Strike their barriers down at their source.
Not one step further, fools, or you'll be crashing harder than the Winter Soldier. Oh well, it was sound advice, but if you won't listen, I can make you!
They're trying to make him sound like, what's his name, who was Gollum.
And it will be the last thing you ever hear.
Because he played Claw in the Black Panther movie.
The noise came from over here. Sounded like a gamma bomb went off. In these jungles, it could be anything.
You speak the truth. So it is best to beware. Lest the hunters become the prey.
The fallen Quinjet is here, but the Winter Soldier is not. Could that be a blessing in disguise?
That parachute. The Winter Soldier must have ejected before the crash.
I knew it. There's no way he'd go out without a fight.
Knowing Bucky, it'll be one for the ages. Makes me feel sorry for Abe.
You and your sisters have served your kingdom well, my trusted guardian.
My king, my friends, we are at your service. We have held off many of AIM's forces, but we could not prevent their leader from infiltrating the palace. More of our forces await him within. They will not allow that monstrosity to sully the throne. AIM was holding a captive with a silver arm, but he did not look well. Lead the way, and we shall follow. I would gladly give my life for my king.
That will not be necessary.
Wakanda!
Not today.
That does not bode well. Not well at all.
AIM has taken control of the palace's defenses. We must destroy the control modules.
Once the control modules are destroyed, Wakanda's defenses will be restored, and AIM will be vanquished.
Under our control, we can show AIM what they were truly meant to do.
Did they really think they could turn a panther against you, T'Challa?
Go now before more reinforcements arrive. We will keep the invaders at bay.
Can't let you go any further, I'm afraid. MODOK still has plans for this one. And if he gets his prize, I get mine. Wakanda's throne. You won't stop me from getting my revenge! The Panther will pay!
If you want to claim Wakanda, Claw, then we shall give you all it has to offer.
He's giving us all he's got as well. And it's louder than the beaches of Normandy.
Level up! You may think you've won, but you haven't heard the last of me!
Was wondering when you'd show up. I've been better. MODOK used his mental powers to poke around inside my head. And trust me, it's not pretty in there. I may be compromised. Back when the Russians brainwashed me into their personal assassin, they implanted code words in my memory to keep me under control. If MODOK found them, I won't be able to resist his commands. It gets worse. MODOK and his AIM goons got their hands on the Soul Stone after the crash. They've taken it into the palace with them. No, But whatever it is, I'm pretty sure we won't like it.
Ambush! AIM forces are closing in. If you're hoping to stop MODOK, you need to go now.
Affect Black Panther's,
I mean
armor.
it! In there, I'm just a liability. Weapon AIM can use against you. Let me buy you the time to finish the mission I couldn't. Don't worry about me. I've taken down the Red Skull. A few guys in beekeeper suits should be no problem. Now go!
We are approaching the throne room, my friends.
We must find MODOK and recover the stone before he can use it against my people.
We must protect the palace!
And in turn, the palace shall protect you.
Stand back, friends. The Dora Milaje have this situation under control.
There are forces at play here your feeble minds cannot begin to comprehend. Nothing is under your control. Not even the concentration of psionic energy that you call a soul. This stone, so much power! I must have them all! Fetch them for me, won't you, my dears? I have matters of great scientific importance that require my immediate attention.
The Dora Milaje would never attack their king. The Soul Stone has corrupted them.
Be careful not to harm them. They are not in control of their actions.
I hate fighting your own crew, T'Challa, but they gotta be stopped.
This
Pay for your sins.
I think you've trained your guards a little too well, T'Challa.
Give me adored ones. MODOK has retreated into the necropolis. We must pursue him at once.
As long as that stone is in MODOK's hand, none in Wakanda are safe. It is our duty to stop him.
These corridors connect the royal palace to Wakanda's city of the dead.
So these ruins are full of dead monarchs.
Their bodies, perhaps. But their spirits now dwell on the Jaliyah, the spirit plane. They live on beyond the veil, guiding me when I need them most. The necropolis is where Wakanda's former kings rest in eternal glory. Tread carefully, unless you wish to join their ranks. We cannot allow MODOK to debase these hallowed grounds.
Stick to science, gentlemen. Fighting isn't your strong suit. Those who choose to dress like that may not have a strong suit at all.
For Wakanda! The necropolis holds more than just the remains of my ancestors. It is home to Wakanda's greatest treasure, knowledge.
Centuries of knowledge are etched into these walls. Ancient Wakandans called it magic. But there is no such thing. There is only science. it bends to my will. Now, so shall you. And then, the world!
Metal organism designed only for killing. Now you know why.
Ahead of their time, T'Challa. Thank them for me when I send you to meet them.
This knowledge was not meant to be perverted by villains such as you. Kneel before me.
Death becomes you.
The knowledge found here will grant me access to an endless supply of souls, on which my stone may feast. But first... An appetizer! How delicious! Who's next?
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Crash and burn.
Level up.
I cannot fail.
You already have, MODOK. But you did succeed in one thing. You stirred the ancient warriors that reside here in this city of the dead. The necropolis is now their home, just as Wakanda is mine. And we shall protect our homes at any cost.
What in the name of science?
No, not science, MODOK. Something far greater. Far greater.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Yes, of course. No man is fit to wield such power unchecked. Not even a king. Each of these stones is capable of shattering worlds on their own. Just imagine what they could do together.
Yes. Just imagine. So much potential. Yes, of course. But I'm beginning to understand why my father has sought to control the Infinity Stones. Their power is unfathomable. For now, yes. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't taking a bit of a toll. It's almost like the stones are speaking to me directly, telling me to set them free. Yes. At least until we find an option to secure them for good. I agree.
So, what do we do with the Infinity Stones now?
We must take action to ensure that they do not fall into the wrong hands.
There is only one hand on which they belong.
The hand of Thanos.
Coal Obsidian. Supergiant Ebony Maw. The Black Order.
Wow, these losers
Supergiant
just
doesn't have
don't
a
quit,
voice
do they?
over person.
And thankfully, neither do you. If not for your efforts, we would have been forced to gather each of the stones ourselves. I will make certain that our master celebrates what you've done here in your eulogies. We have come only to take the stones, but if you resist, we will take your lives as well.
Don't listen to him. We still have a chance. His voice, so strange but so familiar.
I can read your every move before you make it.
Oh. Never mind.
This door will not hold them for long.
Then we stand and fight. Until the end.
What is this place?
Thanks to Wakanda's ancient priests, the walls of the necropolis not only detail ancient history, they also give us a glimpse of the future.
If it's literally set in stone, then how can we change it?
As long as there's hope, there's always a chance, son.
But he's not your son, now is he? No. No matter how he tries to hide it, this one has a familiar aroma about him.
Good
the sweet
subtlety.
Smell of
Him
death.
coming out of the shadow of
I've
Thane's
heard
brain.
whispers of you, Thane, my master's lost progeny. How proud he will be to have you by his side.
He's already chosen which side he stands on.
Then let him fall on it as well.
Like I said, until the end.
Wait! You came here for the stones, not for their lives.
Thane, what are you?
Take the stones. And if you must take a life, take mine. Just spare theirs.
Thanos shows no mercy to those who oppose his will.
Thanos is not here.
Huh?
His son is. And we accept his offer.
Treacherous fool. This shall not stand.
Perhaps the child is right. The stones are the true prize. With such power at our command, these heroes are nothing more than fleas. Death by our hands is not an honor they have earned. They deserve something much worse.
Okay, we are definitely dead this time.
Nay. I know this foul place well, noble vermin. The Black Order hath banished us to the Asgardian realm of lost souls. Welcome to hell, mortals.
Hell. With one L.
Sadly, there is no easy escape from this realm.
I remember having
Protective
so
magic
much.
prevents me from opening
You know,
a
this is
portal.
when I played this game.
Don't happen to know
a long
anyone.
time ago. When I got to this point, this is where I knew that, okay, it's required that I need to like constantly level up my characters just to get to a next spot, and it was so annoying. and this is where I kind of like, you know, knew this game wasn't for me. And they made too many changes from the second one that was, you know, it's okay to make some updates to a game that came before, but it's too many influence with the MCU. They didn't, you know, because like, you know, they got all these gems and the ISOs and all these trials to try to, you know, level up your character. With the previous two Ultimate Alliance games, there's some minimalism to them. They offer just enough. I think Ultimate Alliance 2 was like a right balance where you got, you know, a lot of characters, but there's no ISOs or whatever. Like, you can still level up your characters, but like the, you know, adversaries that you combat isn't ridiculously powerful to the point where you gotta, you know, grind basically to level up your characters. And you gotta level up all your characters if you want to actually switch them out, you know, whenever you want to. Otherwise, you're forced to commit to a certain batch of, you know, characters that you just gonna stick with throughout the entire game, which, you know, kind of takes away the fun of swapping out characters like you've been doing. And the added element of online play to play with your friends, and that's not an issue in itself, but it's just like, it's too much going on with Ultimate Alliance 3. And if they make a fourth game, they need to trim it down considerably. We don't really need an ISO or you know, gems, you know, to power up a character or whatnot.
One up in that fancy castle who can help us, do you?
The Queen of Hell has many powers, Rodent. Helping others is not one of them. These accursed souls have learned to withstand great punishment in their time here.
Good! Now I won't feel so bad when I send them plummeting to their doom.
Should we stray off course into that fetid ooze, we will surely join the legion of dead that dwell here.
What manner of demon is this?
No demon at all, my prince. Just a humble servant of Asgard, who knows full well that the living do not belong in this wretched place.
Valkyrie.
Wandered a trifle off
Tessa
thy
Thompson.
path now, eh? 'Tis my sworn duty to ferry Asgard's most honorable souls to the eternal paradise that awaits in Valhalla. But that final journey is not yet one thou art prepared to take, I fathom. If only I could. 'Twas my intent, of course, but the conduit between realms I travel has been obscured by dark magics. Now only the Queen of the Dead herself can usher us back to the mortal realm. Queen Hela collects souls like trophies. She will never relinquish ones as noble as yours without one hell of a fight. Fine. But should we fail, my blade is eager to cleave some souls in twain. And on the bright side, should we perish this day, at least we have not far to go.
The gates of Castle Hela have opened themselves to us.
Then into the jaws of the dragon we go.
I do not take kindly to uninvited guests in my realm.
We were exiled here beyond our control, Lady Hela.
I came to ferry these warriors back to Asgard, but the path has since been closed to me.
fear Asgard has its own visitors to deal with at the moment.
What wicked scheme have you hatched this time, Queen of the Dead?
I have merely done what I always have. Lord Thor. Whatever I must, to ensure that my realm is forever filled with fresh souls, including yours.
Surtur.
Now, I must attend to more important matters. But I've invited a trusted ally from Muspelheim to make sure you feel right at home.
Whatever magic Hela used to block our escape, it has vanished along with her. I am once again free to summon the Bifrost.
What devilry!
And thus to move this battle to more familiar ground.
Alas, we are not the only ones who have crossed the Veil. Surtur has been sieging the Bifrost.
You ain't seen nothing yet!
I've waited eons to cleave this cursed bridge in two. None shall steal that glory from me.
Glory is reserved for the gods, Surtur! And you are not fit to walk amongst them.
Curse you, Odin's son! I shall return!
Aye, my foes always do. But as long as Asgard still stands, the mighty Thor and his allies shall defend it till their dying breaths.
The realm eternal.
That villainous vixen Hela is still at large. We must seek counsel with the Allfather.
Now, onward to Asgard, before Hela can...
Heads up, soldiers! Artillery coming in hot from above!
Quickly, my friends! We must find Lord Odin at once!
There's a new king in town, Blondie, and we have direct orders to make you kneel.
I Hydra.
Nay, it cannot be. Has Asgard truly fallen?
Not yet. And as long as the city still stands, we'll stand with it.
Pew, pew, pew.
Into the line, heroes! This city belongs to Hydra, and we'll burn it to the ground before we let you have it back!
Fear that Hydra's barricade has blocked our way of entry. But there are other ways into the palace. When I was a boy, I used these tunnels to flee the palace and escape my father's wrath.
We will be lucky to escape them with our lives, Odinson.
Then nothing has changed in all these centuries.
I don't suppose this is a rescue mission. But if you let me out, I promise I shall behave. This time.
I knew you would come around.
Perhaps since I'm the only one who really knows what's going on here. Because I planned it all. Well, most of them, actually. But this one was special. See, I found a way for you to defeat Thanos and his minions. The crystals. I first witnessed their might in the hands of the Kingpin. And, as you likely recall, I sought my own in the Dark Dimension. Knowing you'd need many more for the battle to come, I drafted Hydra to gather them. To be fair, I double-crossed them first. Oh, despite appearances, I really am on your side. Just give me the chance to prove it. I've not been a very good brother, Thor. Let me change that.
Are you kidding? You let Loki out of his cell? No way that traitor's walking free on our watch.
Oh, the things I do you for your sin. More playthings. One day of heroics should atone for centuries of evil, no?
You can actually play as much in the DLC.
Now do you believe me? You need more than that. You need the power of the crystals if you hope to tip the scales in your favor. Ah, yes. Well, that would be the next problem. It's in the throne room, with the King of Asgard. I fear not, which is why I fear for us all. Mayhaps we should consider an alternative path after all. I know a dark elf in Svartalfheim who... Oh, the price I pay to be a hero.
Ah, you have arrived at last. But it is as they always say, is it not? You can't go home again.
We can have it since 1941.
Thou shalt not sully my father's throne!
The All-Father was not here to protect his realm in its time of need, nor was his favorite son.
Why would Hela align herself
While
with
you and your allies chased your Infinity Stones across worlds,
to like gain
Hydra
more
was
souls,
gathering
I guess,
another
from all
valuable
those
source of power left
killed.
behind in their wake.
These crystals alone may not control all of reality. But with enough of them in my possession, perhaps I shall.
Uphold your end of the bargain, Skull. The Queen of Hell does not tolerate failure.
Right. Red Soul's giving all these heroes so much trouble. Especially with somebody like Ghost Rider, Storm, Deadpool, and Black Panther.
I will smash that ghoulish grin right off that bony face! Consider our little deal officially ended, Pierce it.
You should have learned by now, Skull. Your kind of evil never wins.
Mortals and their petty wars.
Level up.
Lightning strike.
Nine. All that power within my grasp.
I should have known better than to align myself with mortals. Yet perhaps a soul as dark as yours would be better suited. In a body designed for total annihilation.
Everything has a weakness. It is only a matter of finding it.
I have more than one twisted soul at my service.
Lightning storm. Lightning storm.
Pay for your sins.
Is there nothing that can crush this worthless hunk of tin?
You know as well as I, brother, that Odin built the Destroyer to withstand any foe.
Any foe but one.
Anthony Hopkins.
Or do you think your father a complete fool? Certainly one of my sons does.
Well, father, I can explain.
The uprising in Jotunheim, you insisted I quell, was not but a trap laid by treacherous frost giants, all of whom now lay slaughtered by my hand. After all I have done for you, Loki, I should cast you to the bottom of the Gununga Gap for this affront.
Loki will earn his just reward in due time, Allfather.
For now, there are more dire matters to which we must attend.
Aye. The first of which is cleansing the stench of death from this place.
Odin, I beg of you. I was merely a pawn in the scheme. No more than a puppet.
As I recall, whenever there are puppets at play, it has always been Hela who pulls the strings. Stray from your realm again, Queen of the Dead, and your thread will be cut permanently.
As you wish, my lord.
The stones you seek are long gone from Midgard. Yet their power is so strong, I can still feel them across the vastness of space. They have been taken by your foes to a way station on the outskirts of the universe. A place once teeming with life, now being swallowed whole by the shadow of death. And the tyrant who would deliver it to us all. Any fading hope that our worlds have left to survive the coming darkness lies in your hands alone. I must rest and replenish the Odin Force if I am to undo the damage Hela has done here in Asgard. I am aware of the severity of these circumstances, mortal, and though the Lord of Asgard cannot accompany you on your quest, he can offer you a different kind of aid. Some of these rare crystals that Hela's allies amassed were generated by the Bifrost itself, imbued with the cosmic power that courses through this realm. They can enhance your individual powers to their fullest potential as well. I fear the time for idle chatter has passed. I, merely weakened from my recent travails. Defeating an army of frost giants single-handedly is a tall order, even for a king. The power of the Odin Force is endless, but it does require time to restore. Should I expend much more, I may have to enter the Odin Sleep. Alas, your journey is far from over. You may rest only when the Infinity Stones have been recovered. Even the gods fall, my child. But true heroes always find a way to rise again.
Whoa, Nova! Can I have your autograph?
It is about time you're getting here. Come. There is universe to be saved, huh?
To be saving.
Nova Corps has been here already, fighting Black Order. If not defeating them, all of universe is being changed. How is battle going?
Still raging on! So we're glad to have you lend a hand. Paw.
Cosmo is not fighting, but he is glad to bring you no friends. Other dragons like ants, infecting all of Station. Time for crushing them down.
Getting a strong energy reading nearby.
Where you been, Nick?
Can Cosmo be helping you, comrade?
It's more important for Cosmo to protect Cortex so Black Order cannot be bringing in reinforcements. Cortex is hub of nowhere. Allows for teleporting anything through space. We cannot let Black Order be controlling it. Do not be forgetting, Cosmo also is head of security for entire space station. At the moment, Cosmo is worrying more about you. If you are living through this, you are owing Cosmo nice belly rub, yeah?
The Black Order defeated us last time. We can't let that happen again.
With a few words, I could twist your fragile minds to obey my every whim. But why stop there, when I could have your souls instead?
You would think you'll have the Mind Stone.
You could not defeat us before we possessed the stones. You stand no chance now.
Fair. Teleportation is my trick.
Lightning storm! No.
Level up! My time has come. Take the blasted stone. I have little use for such baubles. Not when I have a far greater prize within my grasp.
That's one stone in hand. So, I'm right back to where I started.
Locked away in a cage like a trophy. That is no way to live. Do not worry, dear creature. Once I put them out of their misery, I promise you shall follow. You truly believe you can win this, don't you?
Just the Giant was already a formidable telepath without the Mind Stone. I'll try to shield us from her mental attack.
For Wakanda!
Ice
A small victory. But it does not take a mind reader to know that you are too weak to finish the job.
No way we can stop at only 2 stones.
Hold on a second. I gotta grab something. A brief intermission. Sorry. Brief intermission. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Give me a banana.
We've got to collect them all.
Hey, you think this gallery has a concession stand? Or maybe a bathroom? Seriously, we've been fighting for hours without eating or taking a potty break. I can't be the only one who's got to go, right?
Come, little Specks, and unleash every ounce of power you can muster. I guarantee it shall not be enough. And power.
Hawk didn't get to smash Ugly Giant last time. Hawk won't waste another chance.
Turn around! Lightning storm!
Pay for your sins.
Why would you risk? After you got the stones, why would you risk fighting the heroes and losing them and just not giving it to Thanos?
Fall this day. I shall take you all with me.
Detonation imminent.
Like a cat.
My protective spell shielded us from the blast and protected the Power Stone as well.
Everyone stay close to the station's surface. Nowhere's artificial gravity and atmosphere don't extend far beyond its outer shell.
They say the only thing colder than the depths of space is the icy grip of death itself. I will make certain you experience both this day. I'll twist you to my whims and then rip you to shreds.
He's on his own this time.
The storm
We
is
need to
unleashed.
finish him before his partner has a chance to rescue him again.
Lightning storm! Lightning storm! Lightning storm! Lightning storm! Lightning storm! Lightning storm!
Level up.
I welcome the Void's dark embrace, and eagerly await the billions of souls that Thanos will send to join me!
We're more than halfway there, team. Just 2 more stones to go.
You have proven more powerful than we anticipated. But as long as one of the Black Order still stands... all who oppose our master shall fall. I showed you mercy once. Never again. Lightning Lightning storm!
Of course she seems madder than last time. We just sent her husband spiraling off into the abyss.
Lightning storm!
The storm is unleashed!
Let the universe tremble in the name of Thanos! Lightning storm!
Level up!
Your combined efforts are most impressive. But you forget, I have powerful allies of my own. And when the Black Order unites, death always prevails.
No one dies here today. They may be merciless killers, but thankfully the Black Order saw a value in me that my father never did. And I see value in them as well. Just imagine what we could all do together. An alliance. Powerful enough to bring even Thanos himself to his knees. And to bring a new order to the universe.
My master's lost. Which side he stands on is how it all ends. As long as there's hope.
Thanos is not here.
Then how can we change
His son is. He's already chosen which side he stands on.
You're right, Captain. I'm sorry. I'm not Thanos.
And you never will be. There is only one. From this day forth, he reigns supreme!
You're courting death.
You have come a long way just to die.
Then I guess it's a good thing we have different plans.
There is no escaping destiny. Your fate is written in the stars.
If it is. And it's time for us to be the stars we were always meant to be.
Yes! Show me all the power you possess, and I promise I shall do the same.
So much energy all around. So hard to focus. No choice. Must keep fighting.
No matter how pure our souls may be, this stone can still twist them into darkness.
You know, I always thought it'd be a little bit more interesting, like at least in the comics, to see certain level heroes dealing with like, you know, otherworldly stuff, just like, you know, cosmic level things like that. You know, there was a comic where Tony Stark, you know, on like a solo mission went out into space. It's just like, I don't know, like seeing Daredevil or Spider-Man, like they're having to go to space to fight. It seems interesting. Most people might disagree. It's like, no, they belong on like street level stuff.
Lightning storm.
But I don't know, you can tell some cool, interesting stories if you get a competent writer. Like, yeah, what is it? You know, what will it look like to see, like, you know, Spider-Man or Jessica Jones or Daredevil having to be in space and for an adventure for a short period. And in reverse, like, you know, seeing someone like, I don't know, Star-Lord or like
for once you are correct,
you know,
Father.
Someone on that level dealing with street level stuff.
You may have dreamed of oblivion, but madness clouded your vision. Thankfully, I can see what you couldn't. This universe deserves so much more. Something only I can give it.
You've got it all wrong, son.
Ah, but you were right all along, my friends. I am not my father. I am something far better!
Infinity armor.
What have you done, boy?
What you never could, Father! I won!
You don't have to do this thing!
It's over! Thanos is defeated!
So how about you take off that crazy armor, and we can talk this through?
No more talking.
You got it.
But if you expect us to believe you're tougher than Thanos because you put on some old suit...
You don't need to believe. I'll show you.
Heart of Infinity.
Where are we? I've never seen anything like this.
The center of the universe. The birthplace of the stones. The heart of infinity.
How fitting, then, that the place where all things began is where your pathetic existence will finally come to an end. This universe will be mine alone to destroy, child. Even if I must save it from you first!
One is capable of It's so much more than a lone gauntlet. It's unbridled power.
I will end you, even if it means allying with these so-called heroes to do so.
The energies in this place are unlike any I have ever encountered. It's tapped into the well of all creation.
Pay for your sins.
I never could have imagined such power.
Absolute power such as this contained even the noblest intentions. Trust me, I will know.
Lightning storm!
Must complete this journey, and any who stand in my way will fall by my hand.
Thanos needs no glove to claim victory. I will crush you with my bare hands.
To watch a noble young hero such as they fall from grace so completely is a tragedy that tugs at the heartstrings of even the immortals themselves.
Of all the days to finally become a hero, this one, perhaps, was not the wisest of choices.
And your every move.
We have to fight against the Mind Stone's influence. We can't let Bane into our heads.
I will build a better universe, even if it must be from the ashes of this one.
Please don't erase reality. I really kind of sort of like reality. Sure, it's not perfect, but it's the only one I've got.
Lightning storm!
Oh, Wakanda!
My turn! Level up. So this is what it feels like to be omnipotent!
Do you really think you are in control, child? The stones are using you!
Only to calm your restless soul permanently.
If I had a soul left after all these years, the stone might scare me a bit more.
The storm is unleashed!
It's almost too much to handle.
Your mind and body are far too weak to contain such infinite power.
I can barely absorb and rechannel this power fast enough. Even if his armor doesn't overload soon, Bane himself might.
Goddess! No! Lightning storm!
Level up. What have you done to me?
You did this to yourself, boy. The second that you believed you could surpass me, your fate was sealed.
But the armor!
That armor is a curse. Far too powerful for any mortal being to contain. There's a reason I chose to wear only one of its gloves.
You knew.
Of course. And more importantly, I knew better.
We have to do something.
There is nothing that can be done.
He's just a boy.
A boy who tried to be a god and failed. But perhaps we are not that different after all.
What are you doing now, tyrant?
What I should have done long ago.
Help me, please, Father.
taking away our pain.
I wonder if they actually done like the Infinity Well in comics, because this part seems very interesting. To actually get like a good origin story of the stones,
I guess we
or
won.
gems, like they used to be called.
Only for now. If I know anything about Thanos, it's that he always finds a way to return. Even from the grave.
When he does, we will be ready.
Hands off, Ugly. You're under arrest by authority of the Nova Corps. You and your Black Order buddies are gonna spend the rest of your lives in the kiln for what you've done. It looks like your boss won't be around to break you out this time.
Thanos and Thane may be out of play, but the stones are not.
And as long as they're still together, the threat they pose is too great.
Then we split them up.
Well, the stones don't work outside of their own reality. That's like one of their critical weaknesses. So Doctor Strange can send them to a different reality.
Of the universe. Or even beyond it, if we can. And we don't ever tell each other where they are. And sure, some cosmic jerk will eventually find a way to reunite them. But we'll be making it a whole lot harder. And maybe, just maybe, it'll buy us enough time to figure out how to stop these crazy things for good. And if not, well, we can always do this whole team-up thing again, right?
Alrighty then, that is it. Took like 3 videos. I'm pretty sure the next one's gonna probably take about as long. But yeah, that was all the cutscenes of all the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. So the next one will be Final Fantasy 15 and going through all those cutscenes. Because that was a hell of a story in of itself. But let me know in the comments below what you think of the Ultimate Alliance games and their stories. And yeah, I think the third one was the one that's lacking the most, in my opinion. But anyway, I will see you guys soon. Take care. Have a great weekend.